So in conclusion to this section, the first thing I would state is that all companies are different. And so for technology-based companies, I would argue that the lessons that we can apply from the large companies is only lesson 4. In other words, rolling out new technology, that's the business. That's the only thing there is in many technology-based startup companies. There is no CapEx to slash. There's very little OpEx to slash. There's very little headcount to slash. And there's no major projects except the key projects that are the lifeblood of the future of the company to cut. So in my view, you have to be strong enough as a startup company to execute your plan for rolling out new technology and continuing your R&D. The last conclusion from this segment that of the talk that I would share with you is that in my view, the survival of the quickest graph from Sequoia treats expenses as an output, whereas I view it as an input. In other words, if you are a startup company and you slash your expenses when you have no CapEx and no major headcount to cut, then you're cutting into the bone immediately on the company. And therefore, in a startup company, expense is an input. So the trick has to be, what are we going to get out of the expense that we put in? Is it truly counter-cyclical investment? Is the product or the service worth the investment during the downturn to be well positioned when the cycle turns? Those are the key questions.